Every day, 62-year-old Linda woke up with a sense of unease that she couldn't quite put her finger on. There was a tightness in her chest. Not pain exactly, but a persistent pressure, like a hand gently but insistently pressing down, making it hard to take a deep breath. She tried to brush it off. She told herself it was normal, just part of getting older. But the feeling didn't go away. It followed her through her morning coffee, lingered as she read the newspaper, and shadowed her quiet afternoons. When she visited her doctor, all the tests looked fine. Her heart, her blood pressure, her labs. "Nothing to worry about," he said. But Linda knew something inside her was unraveling. What she didn't realize was that she was living with Generalized Anxiety Disorder, GAD, a condition that so often hides behind silent, everyday symptoms, especially in people over 50. Anxiety doesn't always announce itself with panic attacks or dramatic outbursts. Sometimes it moves quietly, almost invisibly, weaving itself into the fabric of daily life. It can show up in your sleep, in your digestion, even in the way your mind drifts in circles over the same worries. If you've ever wondered why you feel so tense, so tired, or so on edge for no clear reason, you're not alone. Today, we'll uncover 7 silent signs of generalized anxiety disorder, especially in older adults, and share simple, natural ways you can start to calm your mind and reclaim your peace. Generalized anxiety disorder is more than just being a worrier. Everyone feels anxious from time to time, but GAD is different. It's a chronic mental health condition, one where your brain gets stuck in stress mode, constantly scanning for threats, even when there's no real danger. This can feel exhausting, both mentally and physically. In the United States alone, over 6.8 million adults live with GAD. Many of them are over 50, and because the symptoms can be subtle or mistaken for normal aging, the condition often goes undiagnosed for years. But knowing what to look for can make all the difference. So, what are the silent signs of generalized anxiety that you might be missing? Let's take a closer look at the 7 most common and most overlooked signals that your mind and body may be carrying more anxiety than you realize. First, restless sleep or trouble falling asleep. You might find your mind racing as soon as your head hits the pillow, tumbling through a laundry list of worries. The bills, the house, your loved ones, even when you know there's nothing urgent to stress over. You may feel exhausted, desperate for rest, but your body feels tired and wired. Even if you manage to drift off, you wake up feeling unrefreshed, as if you barely slept at all. For many, this cycle repeats night after night, making it hard to function during the day. Second, constant muscle tension. Anxiety doesn't just live in the mind, it shows up in the body too. Maybe you notice a stiff neck that won't go away, sore shoulders, or a jaw that aches from clenching, even when you're trying to relax. Some people develop headaches, back pain, or a sense of restlessness in their legs. Over time, this chronic tension can lead to real discomfort and even physical health problems. Third, digestive issues. It's easy to overlook the connection between anxiety and the gut, but the two are closely linked. You might notice frequent gas, bloating, or an upset stomach, sometimes for no obvious reason. Maybe you have episodes of diarrhea or constipation that seem to come and go unpredictably. This is because anxiety triggers the body's fight or flight response, which can disrupt normal digestion. For some, these symptoms are so persistent that they start to worry about an underlying physical illness, when in reality, anxiety is at the root. Fourth, irritability over small things. Do you find yourself snapping at loved ones, getting frustrated over trivial mishaps, or feeling overwhelmed by tasks that used to be easy? When your nervous system is overloaded, even minor annoyances can feel like major obstacles. You might notice your patience running thin, or that your fuse is much shorter than it used to be. This isn't a sign of weakness or poor character. It's a symptom of anxiety wearing you down. Fifth, difficulty concentrating. Maybe you read the same sentence over and over and still can't remember what it said. Or you walk into a room and forget why you went there. This brain fog is common in people with GAD. Your mind is so preoccupied with underlying worries that it's hard to focus on what's in front of you. Tasks that require concentration, like reading, balancing your checkbook, or following a conversation, can become surprisingly difficult. Sixth, frequent worrying. Even about routine stuff, one of the hallmark signs of generalized anxiety is a mind that won't stop churning through what ifs. Even when things are going well, there's a persistent sense of unease, a feeling that something is about to go wrong. You might worry about your health, your finances, your family, sometimes all at once. And when you try to reassure yourself, the worries just shift to something else. This cycle can be exhausting, leaving you feeling trapped in your own thoughts. Seventh, fatigue without a clear reason. Anxiety is hard work for the body and mind. Even if you're sleeping enough, you may feel tired all the time, drained, sluggish, or lacking energy. This isn't just normal aging. It's your body's way of telling you that something needs attention. When anxiety quietly burns through your energy reserves, it can leave you feeling worn out before the day even begins. If any of these signs sound familiar, know this: you don't have to live this way. There are gentle, science-backed methods that can help calm anxiety and restore your sense of well-being, no matter your age. Breathing exercises are a powerful tool. Try the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. This simple practice slows your heart rate and signals your body that it's safe to relax. Gentle movement, like yoga or a walk outdoors, is another effective remedy. Physical activity helps release built-up tension and produces endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Journaling or guided meditation can help quiet a restless mind. Taking time each day to write down your worries or following a calming meditation can reduce mental clutter and create space for peace. You might also notice that limiting caffeine and processed sugar helps, since these can make anxiety symptoms worse. Most importantly, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talking to a doctor or therapist who understands anxiety can help you find the right tools and strategies for your unique situation. There are effective treatments available, and you deserve to feel better. Linda once believed her anxiety was just part of getting older. She thought it was normal to feel worried, tired, and tense all the time. But when she learned to recognize the signs, she began to make small, steady changes. Now, she's sleeping better. She's smiling more, enjoying her days again, and finally, breathing deeply. Because when you put a name to what's happening inside you, you take the first step toward healing. If any of these signs felt familiar to you, remember, you're not alone, and help is within reach. Consider which signs surprised you the most, and know that talking about your mental health is an act of courage. You deserve to feel calm, clear, and truly at home in your own body, at every age.